Hi guys, it's Patrick at Core Oxford with part 3 of our anxiety beaters. So, in a few moments we're going to use a technique which is very quick, something which really gets people feeling much better in about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's incredibly powerful. I've used it myself, I've used it with family members, friends, and tens if not hundreds of people that I've coached or that I've treated. Because anxiety is just so important, and if we can find some simple tools which just make things easier for us, we get out of suffering, we make life a lot easier. And again, if this works for you, share it with your friends. So we're going to do the do, drop, defer or delegate technique in a few moments, but first I'd just like to talk about what anxiety really is. So we've evolved to become really efficient creatures on this planet, and why would we have anxiety if it's not actually here for a purpose? So that purpose of anxiety is to make us do something, okay? If we sit doing nothing, we're going to feel terrible. But if we understand that that is an impetus to help us move towards something greater, then that's actually really useful. And so if we understand, look, this feeling of anxiousness or whatever it is, isn't here to make me feel terrible, it's here to drive me to do something. If we understand that, then we think, okay, yeah, there's a reason for doing this. So one of the big problems that we have is we can't hold all of these things that we have to do in our mind in one place, and actually it overloads us. So when we have more than 2 or 3 things to do, especially if they're long-term things, we start to feel very anxious. So in a way, first just acknowledging what that is. So whether that's education, so you're doing a PhD, so you know you're not going to be able to make any long life decisions for quite a few years, or buying a house, or coming into a relationship, or choosing a job, or any of those things. It is something which, of course, it's important, and actually that's a good thing. It's showing that you are taking your life seriously and you're being grateful for the opportunities that you have. But it can get on top of us. So what can we do? So this is where we get to the do, drop, defer, and delegate things. So we are going to, here we go. Let's look it down here. Right, okay, we have got do. Look at that, that says do, apparently. Great stuff. That says delegate. Again, my 7-year-old would probably be laughing at my handwriting, as well he should. That's defer, and that is drop. So guess what we're going to do, guys? We're going to get our pieces of paper. Yeah, there we go, lots of pieces of paper. We're going to write out everything that we feel is on our mind. So whether it's a big thing, pick up milk, or a small thing, cure cancer, or the other way around, whatever it is, just write it down. Okay, so let's think, okay, I've got to do this, great stuff, I've got to do this stuff, this. And you'll think, oh my goodness, I've got, a million things on my mind, but probably it'll actually come down to 15 max, really, that you've got to do. And so we have do, so those are the things that you're actually going to do. We have delegate, those are the things which you're going to give other people to do. Defer, interesting, so do you have to make that decision now? And actually, do you have enough information to make that decision now? For me, actually, that's the key point. There are some things which we just don't have meaningful information. So what's the right type of course to do, or what's the right type of thing to buy, or whatever it is? If we don't know all of the information about that, we can't make a decision. So actually, we just have to say, I'll make that decision when I get this information. And then the last one is drop. So delegate is interesting. Let's say out of all of these guys here, we go, okay, this one I can delegate. This one I can delegate. Right, I've still got these other ones. Then you have a look through them and say, of those ones, which ones can I defer because I don't have enough information? Okay, let's see, that one, and that one. So we're just totting it up in each of the nice little columns that we have here. Okay, drop. Do I have to do all of those things, or actually can I get rid of them? Okay, well actually I'm going to drop that and that. And that just leaves us with these 3 things here, and we're going to put them under the do section. So the delegate, you've got to go and hand them off to Johnny or Jacinta, or whoever it is that's going to help you with stuff. Defer, make a note in your calendar and say, okay, look, I should have more information by the 2nd of the next month, so I'm going to put a little note into my calendar, and that's when I'm going to think about this again. And until then, actually, I can push that off to one side. And then we're going to go, okay, I've got my 3 things to do here. Okay, of those 3 things, which is the most important to do first? Okay, well, that's the most important to do first. Or which is the thing which is going to help me the most by getting it done? So that one, okay, we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. And then you just know, okay, that's what I can do kind of straight off. So what we're looking from that is to say, now that I've done that, I've now made my to-do list pretty simple, because I know of those, which seemed about 15 things, I need to delegate those 2 tasks to Jacinta, whoever it was, and Johnny, I need to drop those other tasks and I need to defer these tasks here until I have more information, and you've set those things up. And now I've got my to-do list. Now, what this does, the way that this works in our brain, is we've now apportioned each of those things and we have much less anxiety because of that. We go, okay, now I can deal with that. My brain isn't constantly just trying to figure a solution to that or worrying about it. So when you get that, it's not going to make all of your problems go away, but it will certainly it'll lighten the load. So this is a great opportunity for you to give yourself a chance to do something which I think will probably make you feel an awful lot better. Certainly the more you do it, the better you get at understanding, is this something which I need to be worrying about now? And actually, is worrying going to help it? Do I just not have enough information? That's why I'm worrying about it. In which case, defer and think, okay, I should have more information on the 15th of next month. So I'll put a little note in my calendar and I'll come back to it then. And the other thing with this is when you're doing delegation, you can be a little bit more humble about actually what you can and can't do. And also you can reach out for help and you can reach out for assistance with someone who maybe they're a colleague, maybe they're a co-worker, maybe they're a friend, maybe they're a family member, and just saying, look, I need a little bit of help here. And that's actually a really great thing to do, because it's an opportunity for you to build your relationship with that person, which is actually pretty wonderful. So each of these things are great opportunities. And even the dropping is a great opportunity because you're saying, look, I don't need to do this anymore. So let's look at this with optimism and say what we can do to help ourselves feel a little bit better. Okay, good luck. Let me know how you get on. But it will lighten the load, okay?